Hey guys, Tomboy601, and well, we got some leaks, baby. That's right. Another little mistake in YouTube uploading means we have a glimpse into the future and we know what is coming. German battle cruisers for the next update. Get hyped. I'm super excited. Battle cruisers are just wonky ships to begin with, and I'm all about the wonk. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. But before we do that, let's go ahead and talk about the game and just some other background stuff, because there's some little bit of news that don't deserve a full video, so we're going to throw it in here. Yeah, so first off, Stellar Clash is back. You can see we have the beautiful Des Moines in its stellar camo. This is the last week of the update, and they've added the last bit of special things, special ingredients to the shop, and by that I mean sort of the only time there's discounts on a couple of things in addition to the Stellar Clash. So if you go over to the special tab, there is discounts when you buy a large crate with some of the things. It's totally up to you if you want to spend your money on that. But also Stellar Clash has been added, and well, you can get Space Fishy, John Luke Pickup, and Shelly Beepley. Space Fishy and Shelly Beepley are two excellent commanders. And then as far as Stellar Clash, you can buy the containers, or you can buy the base ship camos for La Galcinia, Pensacola, Algeria, and New Orleans. Or you can buy what I'm rocking right here, the Stellar Camo for Des Moines, which is what I will be rocking. So, we're going to have some fun. And while we start to talk about the German battle cruisers, just take a look at those two destroyers pushing mid. It's always a good decision to try to push mid in two destroyers, because the one thing destroyers are strong at is maneuverability. And the one thing they have when stuck in a channel is maneuverability. Okay, anyways, it's fine, because they have the other team has an AFK destroyer, as we'll see later. So really, it all works out in the end when all destroyers aren't really here for the majority of the match. Anyways, let's get into the actual news. Today, I noticed this, or at least I didn't notice it. I came across this in the Facebook groups, and then as I tried to get down to the source of the image, I found the good old Not Cerberus, a former community contributor and one of the Discord moderators, had posted what looked to be a ripped stream thumbnail. What this looks like is someone on the Legends team had scheduled the future stream and had accidentally, because they've done this before, I think this is what happened with the Italian battleships, had accidentally put up this thumbnail. And if you look at it, well, those are some very distinctive ships right there, and ones that we don't currently have in the game. So going from left to right on there, we have the Mackinson, then we have the Super Star Destroyer, the Zeiton, then the Prince Heinrich, and then the Derflinger as those four ships. As far as speculation goes, I'll try to throw up some B-roll of alternative of the ships on the PC version. And as far as what I expect them to be here in Legends, Derflinger I think is going to be our tier 4. It has 4 two-barreled 305 millimeter guns, 5k secondary range. Kind of fits in. I think that's where we're going to be. Mackinson I think is going to be our tier 5, which makes sense because its sister ship is the Prince Eagle Eidrich Friedrich, which is already a tier 5 air quotes battleship in the game. It has 4 two-barreled 350 millimeter guns, 5.6 kilometer secondary range over on PC. I could easily see it matching its sister ship, but being a tech tree counterpart, which is nice because we've had that before, right? Gorky and Molotov, the sister ships where one gets released way ahead of time as a premium, and then as that tech tree line comes in, we get the full tech tree. So it's good to see that. Then at tier 6, I think we'll have the Prince Heinrich at tier 6. That one has 4 two-barreled 380 millimeter guns, i.e. like Bismarck caliber guns, and a 6.3 kilometer secondary range. And then finally, I think Zeiton will be our tier 7. 3 two-barreled 406 millimeter guns, i.e. the unupgraded Kurfürst guns, with a 7.6 kilometer secondary range. Of course, secondary range, I don't know if it's going to hold up, because we tend to have shorter secondary ranges than they do over on the PC, but I kind of hope, given that this is going to be German battle cruisers, but if they do it like PC, they're going to be classed as far as up in the upper menus, and therefore how our commanders spec into them as battleships, and therefore given the strong emphasis on German secondaries to begin with, I hope we end up seeing a continued strong secondary armament from these guys, and part of that is the range. The other two ships of the line, I expect, given the preview image, I don't expect the other two higher tier ships of the line, which are the Prinz Ruprecht and the Schlieffen, to be included in this update, and I'm kind of a little sad about that, or at least not being able to see the Prinz Ruprecht, because you know, given that there's two ships above Zeiten, I have a feeling Prinz Ruprecht will be the tier 8, Schlieffen will be our legendary tier vessel, and given the expansion of the tech tree as of recently, I would have hoped to have seen Prinz Ruprecht included in here just to bolster out the tier 8. As far as other speculation goes, I think given that we are getting this line, I think that means we will not be seeing any additional tier 8s in this upcoming update. Of course, I do not have that for certain. I have not seen the patch notes yet. If you're interested in the patch notes, make sure you hit that little bell icon, because we will have them come Thursday morning for you as soon as they are hot off those presses, and we'll be able to give you all that wonderful update news. But you know, it is unfortunate, because I think in the tier 8 stuff, when all of that kind of first came out, they did seem to indicate that, oh yeah, as new tech tree lines come out, the tier 7s are going to be included in the crates, and then the tier 8 would be the upper tier one that's not available in the early access crates. You know, I may be wrong. Maybe, you know, Zeiten is just there because, let's be clear, I have a feeling it's kind of the most distinct ship of the line, and therefore they may be able to highlight it and then also be able to show it off in the stream, which would be nice. But we will have to see. Like I said, we will find out soon enough. We only have to wait a couple of days. But for me, I'm very excited, y'all. Like, one, as I said, battle cruisers, they're kind of wonky ships to begin with, and they're going to be a little challenging to play, and they're going to be fun. And that's you know, that's what I look for in this game, to have fun. If you're not familiar with the idea of a battle cruiser, the idea is that you have big enough guns to shoot at pretty much anything, and anything you can't shoot with your guns, you have enough speed to run away. And you know, you have enough speed, so your armor isn't that great, but you have good speed and good guns, which, you know, could be a recipe for a good time, but we'll just have to see. Anyways, guys, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.